Alright, we are on step 2, and this is where the journey begins. This is where you are launching yourself, your story ideas, okay? And this is where all story writing has to start. You gotta brainstorm, you gotta think, you gotta dream, you gotta take a few minutes and maybe just figure out what it is what stories do you have to tell, what ideas do you have inside your head. And this is where you just come up with some thoughts and you're gonna put them down. I didn't have this as a super busy page, but I do want you to stop and think about some story ideas. So this page is only ideas. Now, my directions are going to be anything that's green on this entire document, I expect you to fill out. So if it has 3 green boxes, and then this box, I expect all 4 of those boxes to be filled out. Because I will be checking for that. You can't just skip. Sometimes if you skip, it will cause some problems later on. Because this template was designed that you go through each and every step. If you don't do each and every step, your story at the end of it may end up being really wonky. So, you have to give me on this page, you need to give me story idea number 1, story idea number 2, and story idea number 3. Then you get to pick what is your favorite idea. So, for example, again, you already know that you can do a personal narrative, a realistic fiction, and an imaginative. You can pick any of those. So, I could pick a day, the day I broke my arms. Arms, plural, because I broke both my arms when I was like in 1st grade. Story idea number 2. So that's one's going to be a personal narrative. Now, you can make all of your stories personal narratives. You can make them all realistic fiction, meaning the story seems real, but you change some facts in it to be not real. Or you can make it imaginative, fantasy, things that have magic and dragons and made-up stuff. Okay? I'm going to give story idea number 2, my afternoon at Hogwarts. Okay, so you already know that that one's going to be an imaginative story because Hogwarts doesn't exist in this world. It's actually a Harry Potter story. And then my last story I'm going to tell is let me think here. Sometimes it takes a little bit. So, my 100-mile bike ride. So I am going to go with another realistic personal narrative. This one actually did happen. I spent my whole summer practicing for this one. So then, after I do all 3 of these ideas, I get them all written down, I gotta pick one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What are you gonna do? You gotta give me one of them. And then I'm gonna go with the day I broke my arm. Period. Okay, so that's my favorite idea. That's the story I'm gonna go with. I do want you to give me 3 ideas. I expect you, when I check this, that you will have 3 different, separate, unique ideas. Unique meaning they're not the same. Ideas written down to pick from. Okay? You might have more, and that's fine, but right now I'm giving you, I want 3 story ideas to choose from. When you're done, then you're going to move on to step number 2, or move from step number 2 to step number 3. Now, again, step 2, step 3, they don't necessarily take very long. The first couple of steps in here don't take very long. If you take the full 40 minutes to actually try to figure out some story ideas, we probably need to talk. Most of my kids have only managed to get through at least in the first day. They've managed to get through the welcome. What is the welcome step, step 1, step 2, and usually by the end of the first day, they're starting on step 3. Okay, so that just kind of gives you an idea where you need to be sitting at the end of day 2, or even day 1. Day 1, most kids can hit step 2 and finish step 2 by the end of the first day, because you usually have about 40 minutes, 45 minutes to do your writing. Okay, so that's kind of where you should be sitting. Check base with me. I will be checking base with you. I am really, really interested, excited to see what kind of ideas you're going to give me, so that I can start to read what you guys are interested in. Read about your lives. All right. Thank you. And I will be seeing you around. I will be checking base with you very soon. Bye.